Hello Aquarius, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So, this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. And please keep in mind I am channeling only through my higher intuitive self. I always have. I don't actually channel through any spirit guides. Only in the end of this reading I do channel, and I call upon Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel to guide you and to give you some advice regarding your situation after we've discussed what has come out in this reading. So some of you might have been in a relationship, could be a situationship. This could be something that just started. There's a lot of obsession here too. Wanting to really open up. There could be just an energetic connection. But more so, I would say either you're in a situationship or relationship. Simply because of the type of cards that are here. Wow. This is not easy, Aquarius. All right, we have here pleasure, followed by surrender, cycles, opening, beliefs, creativity, grief, challenge, and then we have abundance under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Aquarius, I believe that being human also means that we should enjoy pleasure. And with you, I have felt a lot of spiritual pleasure, but also physical pleasure. When I think about you, I think about all of the pleasuring things that have happened. Pleasurable things that have happened between us both. On a spiritual level, but especially on a physical level, an intimate level. And this is something that's on my mind a lot. But this is also a true lustful desire that I have for you. There is a lot of lust, and there is a lot of pleasure that comes from this. And this is something that's constantly on my mind. There's a part of me that has surrendered to you. I've surrendered myself to you. There's certain things about you that are very unique, that make me feel surrounded by love. I myself feel that I belong to you and that you belong to me. I also feel that in this connection now, I have surrendered my mind, my heart, my body to you. And this sense of surrender is something that I'm not really able to let go of. I find it difficult. I find myself obsessing and thinking about you constantly, a lot. I'm also obsessing over this idea of wanting to open up to you about things that are deep in my heart, that I hold close to my chest. I don't tell anybody. But there's something that has happened there's been this change, and it eats away at me, and I really want to open up and talk to you about certain things. I just realized that I am unable to do so. It is not easy for me. I find this very difficult. I also feel that in this connection, there are certain secrets, certain feelings and emotions that I've had that I really haven't talked to you about. I may have gone along with certain things that you have said, agreed to your rationale, but it turns out that in actuality, you and I are very different. We have our differences, a difference of opinion. Our opinions are not the same. And for this reason, I now feel that it is extremely difficult for me to be on the same page as you. I see and I know that you and I are not the same. I was born and brought up in a very different way, and so were you. And because of the way we are, it is hard for us to see eye to eye. My background, our values, everything about the both of us, sometimes it just clashes. And in my heart, I do want to create something with you, something that'll be long-lasting for the world to see, something beautiful and full of love. But I grieve. I feel as though that opportunity has now been lost. I feel remorse and regret, sorrow and melancholy for the things that I have done. I feel guilty for the way I behaved, for the lack of truth, the lack of frankness that I had. I should have been more open and frank with you how I felt. But I kept it all in, and I just took the action and I made my way out. And this is why I grieve. I feel like I've lost you forever. By me making the decision that I did, I now feel that I have lost something very special, a star in the night sky, and now I see that star is fading. You were the only light in my life that I felt was the one that would guide me home. And now that light is fading. And I feel that my world will now be just surrounded by darkness. Getting out of this type of mindset for me right now, it is a challenge. For me to get over this, it's a challenge. I am unable to. The feelings and emotions, the experiences that I've had and gone through with you, you and I have had our differences, and sometimes I would just let things go, but as time went on, things started to pile up. And sometimes I'd be verbal, sometimes I wouldn't. The truth is, I should have been more honest and open with you. This is now a mystery that can't be solved for me, a riddle to which a solution can no longer be found. It's a challenge. Overall, there's a lot of abundance and things that I've learned from you, things that I've gained from you. it does appear to me that you have a very comfortable life, that you can take care of yourself. You're very independent. And sometimes money has been a factor in this connection from my side. I do admire your potential. For now, I'm conflicted on whether I should open up to you or not. Because even if I do, there still is a difference in our beliefs, in our opinions. All right. Aquarius, that was a very strong message. It came through very clearly. It's not going to resonate for everybody out there. This is a general reading. It's not a private reading. And I am still doing private readings in case anybody wants that. It's a written report that I do. What I'm seeing here is a situation where this person was with you, either energetically or physically. There has been differences. This literally, the beliefs card could literally be a difference in your religion, your culture, your background. There's something, your mindset. You might be very well off financially. The other person might be almost quite poor. There's something here where there's a difference between the both of you. It could even be, one person wants to work somewhere else and the other person wants to work in a completely different state or province. And for that reason, there's just this sense of difference between the both of you. Whatever it is, the main problem in this connection has been a difference of opinions. Sometimes you get two goats that butt their heads together. Which one goes forward or backwards, right? The problem is one of these two has to be weak. Weak in the sense that you're wise enough to let go of certain things in order for there to be movement. There has to be some movement. But if you have two goats at each other, what's going to happen? There's going to be no movement forward. I'm not comparing people to goats, but our attitudes, our stubbornness, our beliefs, our faith, it's so strong. If you want something to work, the key word is compromise. You have to have compromise. This is the Lover's Path Tarot. So let's have a look at what happened that caused the problem in the first place. Oh, dear Lord. Desire. This is one of the hottest cards. All right, guys. We were talking about beliefs. Okay? And now we have the card called Tradition. Tradition, yay, goes hand in hand with the beliefs card. Very similar to the beliefs card, meaning everything needs to be traditional, everything needs to be according to the norms, everything needs to be according to society or your friends or your family. Definitely there's something going on here where there is something where your thoughts are different than this person's thoughts. Okay, we have desire and we have tradition. Desire typically, honestly, desire is okay. It's an okay card. Sometimes a little toxic depending on the other cards around it. But I'm reading this in the reverse. So it's going to be really toxic. All right, let's have a look. Desire. There you are. So this does talk about movement, fate and destiny, wanting to transition into something better, change, having change. Here, what used to happen was there was a lot of feelings of being pulled by desire. There was movement into the next phase of life. There was this desire to have this. But somebody here started to feel very impatient. They were worried that the transition would not go smoothly. Here, now there is a true problem with this person that caused the problem in the first place in this connection between the both of you, where there is a sense of impatience. And they are trapped by desires that feel unquenchable. Inconvenient timing. Some of you may have an age gap with this person, actually, because the timing seems to be, there's two things, okay? When I see inconvenient timing, there's two things. Either some of you are married, or you're common law with somebody, or you're just with somebody else, and somebody else has come into your life, so now it's a third-party situation. This is why the timing is very inconvenient. It's like, wow, why couldn't this person come like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, before I got married, before I met such and such person? Where was this person then? Inconvenient timing. In addition to that, there could also be someone who is either younger or older, and they're saying that, why on earth could this person not be the same age group as me? Maybe, you know, I could have been born at such and such time, a bit older, and I could have been with this person. Or maybe somebody who's older may say, I wish I was younger so I could be with this person. Now, why is this an issue? The inconvenience is an issue because there's a certain standard of morals and principles in society in many, many places, many cultures, and this is becoming a problem in this person's mindset. This is just, for them, this is a big deal. But whatever it is, it does talk about a lot of sexual desire. Remember the first card, pleasure. A lot of lust. There's a lot of sexual desire. Literally, the word here is unquenchable. No matter how much they have you, it's just never enough. It's never enough. They still want more, more, more. And that's totally toxic. That's very toxic. You know, God forbid, if your private stop working for whatever reason, are you going to dump the other person? Right? Lust can only live for some amount of time. At the end of the day, it's what's in the heart and the soul. Literally. Here we have disregarding or the insensitivities to the importance around yourself. This person's still feeling trapped by their desires. They have a lot that they want to do with you, but they just feel it's just not the right time, the right place, the right era. Nothing is right. Aquarius, please tell me your stories. What is happening? This is very specific. It might not even resonate with a lot of people. Might be vice versa. But there's something here that's like a storyline. We also have here tradition. Let's have a look at tradition. Oh, so these are both major arcanas, by the way. They're major changes, major things that are happening. Okay, let's have a look at tradition. Structure, conformity, rituals. Following, back in the day, the way things were, they were following established social structures. In love relationships, there was a desire for marriage or some other form of structure for the sake of promise and security. There was an awareness of the public image of an individual and the desire to be able to control that public image in front of others. Possibly somebody here could have been very rigid. Now what has happened is there's this feeling within this person, the need to throw out old structures that constrain and hold them back from achieving what they really want to achieve, hence the beliefs card that came out earlier. The fear of unconventional ideas and ways of approach. The fear of nonconformity. Yeah, they're afraid. They're afraid to go against society. They're afraid to go against their family, their friends. They're afraid. Why are they afraid? A person who is afraid doesn't actually have true fear. They have a whole lot of belief and respect. That is why this person's not doing what it is that you would like them to do. The respect is not only for you. But the respect is for their family, their status. It's not selfish. There's a difference. They're very, very much into what other people will think. And sometimes even if you get the Hierophant, we didn't have that here. But if you get that, actually, let me check. I think, let me just, sorry, sidetrack. Let me just check. Yep. This was the Hierophant. There you go. This was, Tradition card is also considered the Hierophant card. So it talks about, you know, what's your reputation going to be in front of others? Are people going to respect you even if this person gets married to you? Let's just say there's a man. He's been married for like 50 years or something, right? He's married to this lady, and, you know, us women, we don't, not all of us ages beautifully, but age is just a number for me. He leaves that lady for a woman that's, let's just say, 30 years younger, right? Will people in his society actually appreciate what he has done? Will he be respected for what he has done? Or will people make fun of him? Right? It could be the other way around too. A woman could do that to a man too. But the point here is that there's two people, and there's this fear what society and the world will think. It's something huge. I don't know. Some of you may be with some people who are a little bit well known in society, and it's not unheard of. Could even be a priest. Could even be a priest or a pastor. King of Cups. Here we have any type of plans, any actions, any intentions that this individual may have towards you. Wow. King of Cups, Page of Cups. I like this. Ooh, yikes. Three of Swords. Three of Swords, guys. You had the grief card before. Three of Swords is also grief. So if you're, if you're wondering, does this person have any remorse, any regret? Yes, they do. Twice these cards have come out that are very, very sad, heartbreaking cards. This person definitely is feeling hurt and pain. Wow. Oh my goodness gracious me. At the end of the day, if we are stripped from all of our money, from all of our clothes, our flesh is the same, our blood is the same. We are flesh and blood. If there's this much love, you guys shouldn't give a shit about what anybody says. Look at this. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. What the hell am I looking at here? Like, this pisses me off. Whoever is going through this, put your differences aside. Forget about the beliefs, because you only have one chance to find love here. There's many, many places, many people, where you can find people, find love. Yes, they're from our past life, and they're here for a reason. But whoever this reading is for, guys, it is beautiful and it's heartbreaking. There is a lot of emotional love at this point in this connection. And it's hurting the both of you. Not just one person. It's hurting the both of you. This person here wants, with the King of Cups, this beautiful card, they feel extremely emotional and very overwhelmed when they think about you now. It's like their heart just swells. And they want you. They want to embrace you. They want to have you around them. It's like they think of you. I'm seeing a garden. A beautiful garden of flowers. And that scent of the flowers, it just surrounds them. Their entire body, their aura. They just feel alive when they're around you. This is genuine love. This person wants to give you a promise. They want to be with you long term. We also have here, their approach is not going to be so bold, not like a king. It's going to be very much like a page. So you might hear this person, maybe they may reach out to you. They may make an offer to you. But whatever it is, it's a piece of communication that's going to come through, either directly or indirectly, but it is going to be straight from the heart. Why are they doing this? Because of the Three of Swords. They are heartbroken, For some of you, this could be a third-party situation, actually. That's why this is heartbreaking. That, oh, you know, I wish I would have met this person sooner. Or I wish I'd be able to leave my family, but oh my goodness, I cannot abandon my kids. I have to be with my kids. I can't do that to my kids. There's responsibilities. There's so many things that this person's going through, and some of you are going through. Just let me know what it is. It's like really intense. A lot of drama here. And I'm sorry, but there's external forces, external people that are causing problems here. Other people that might be causing rumors, talks, many, many things. With the Three of Swords, this person again is feeling grief, sadness, melancholy. They don't know really what to do because they're just in that mindset of pain. They're not really able to move forward from that. They're still in that shock. What are they going to do? Perfect card, Hermit. They're smart. They're wise. They're going to turn into the Hermit for a while. And that is like the spiritual doctor. A Hermit card is when this person's going to start to retreat. They don't want to be distracted by the world, so they're isolating themselves. And they're going to question themselves, you know, why do I do what I do? Why did I do that? How can I move forward? So while they have this heartache, they really don't want to talk to anybody. This is probably why there are boundaries right now between the both of you. This person is not really talking much. Are they taking action? The only type of action I'm seeing, which is still good action, is to themselves. They're trying to heal themselves. They're trying to figure out what they can do next. After the Hermit card usually comes strength. With that strength then, there comes out wisdom. And finally, the approach. So there is still a long way to go here. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, Queen of Cups, this person thinks you are very nurturing, caring, protecting, loving. This person just absolutely adores you. They think that you are somebody who is very gentle, very sweet, very loving. And, you know, that's a winning combo. This person really does feel that you are someone who is very beautiful, handsome, and you have a lot to give. The type of love they feel from you, they have recognized this, and they feel that you are their a divine partner. Unconditional love is what they sense when they think about you now. All right. Let's have a look at what the angels have to say about this connection. My goodness. With the beliefs card and the tradition card, usually the only thing you can do is eventually come to a compromise. Okay, let's have a look at what Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel have to say about this. Ooh, abundance. Okay, very, very nice. You actually had abundance earlier as well. Then you have unlikely, followed by take action. Then we have don't stop. Forgiveness. And then we have wait. Remain positive, followed by communicate clearly. All right. So there is going to be definitely abundance in this connection, but it's not going to be the type of abundance that you thought. There's going to be something that's unlike what you had thought in your mind. They are saying that it will be time for you to finally take action at some point. Don't stop giving and receiving love. Keep that positive energy flowing. There is going to be a sense of forgiveness in this connection. Somebody's going to apologize, say sorry. If you want, you can do that. I recommend that you do that. How do you forgive somebody? You basically just feel sorry for them. You feel compassion. They just didn't know any better. They've gone through something, they're doing something from their point of view in their mind. And they can't do anything other than that. So if you keep a grudge, it's like a negative energy bubble that keeps orbiting around your body. You already have many other negative energies. Why do you want an extra one? If you forgive a person, you don't have to forget. Don't forget, actually, because then you might repeat the same mistakes, right? If you forgive a person, then that negative energy bubble, that grudge, goes away. Like a clean slate. And then you can at least start somewhere else new with somebody else or with this person. But forgiveness is a very important factor in this particular connection with you, Aries. Aries, what am I saying? You might be connecting with an Aries. I meant to say Aquarius. Here we have, with forgiveness, you might receive either an answer very soon, or you might have to wait for an answer. It might take some time. They're basically just telling you to remain positive. What I've seen, Aquarius, with the fact that you have the Hermit card in the end, don't try to rush anything. This is going to take its own sweet time. Like they're saying, wait. Why are you waiting? Are you ready? Yes, you are ready to take action. Is this person ready, however? No, they're not. They're mentally very sad, and they are taking their sweet time, which they need to heal and to learn how to fix their own life, meaning they are in hermit mode. You can't rush. You can't rush a yogi. You can't rush a hermit. It doesn't work like that. They need to have their own sweet time to understand what life is all about, understand who they are, what they do, why they do what they do. And eventually here, they are saying to remain positive. For some of you, I would recommend, you can go to my website, www.asnointia.com. I have something called a Holy Light Package. It's a self-help guide. I recommend that you get that if you feel that there's negative energy around you, or if you feel that positive energy never stays. The only reason why positive energy never stays is because there's negative energy that blocks goodness from coming into your life. If you get rid of the negative energy, then you will be able to maintain and keep that positivity. Negative energies are like blockages. Negative energies meaning evil spirits, jinns, demons. We also have here, communicate clearly. So eventually, at some point in time, there is going to be communication, actually. When you do, as I've mentioned many times in many of my other readings, only communicate like 3 or 4 points maximum. Memorize those points. Write it down if you have to. Text it if you have to. But do not write paragraphs and paragraphs of stuff. People get lost in the details, and it doesn't even make sense anymore. And there's no respect in that. Why? Because the person gets lost in the details. You might be talking about some point and they're picking up something completely different. So try to be very concise, very clear, to the point. Try not to be indirect. Try not to be sarcastic. No mocking, no taunting. Just be clear as crystal, honestly. Just be very open, be very honest. Let this person know. Just remember that there are going to be certain things that are going to happen in this connection. However, it's not going to be the way you had thought of or the way you had planned. This is why you have the card unlikely. At the end of the day, the first card is the strongest. They are saying here you are going to receive abundance. And like I mentioned, forgiveness is very important if you want to move forward in any type of connection. And that is your reading. Aquarius, I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity, some guidance in your situation. Do let me know in the comments below your stories. You don't have to make them too long, but you can if you want. I'm a slow reader, actually. I read very slow. But I like to absorb things when I read. So I would really like to see and know what's going on here, because this particular reading was very specific. I also wanted to mention that finally, after so many times I've announced it, I announced it for the whole month. 2 videos that I was uploading. Finally, they're done. They're uploaded now. On Asnointia audio. So one is called What Not to Do When a Man Ghosts You, and the other one is called Why Women Ghost You. So hopefully you'll find that helpful. It is brought to you by popular demand. People have asked me certain questions and they've requested certain kinds of videos. And so hopefully you can just also hop onto that YouTube channel, and then definitely do like, share, and subscribe to that one as well. Hopefully it'll help some of you if you have similar scenarios or questions, things like that. All right, Aquarius, you take care. Stay safe. Bye now.